the National Security Service that has commenced military patrols in the Nankpanduri escarpment situated in the Nankpanduri district of the Northeast region. The military patrol is in response to a surge in suspicious activities of criminal networks following the arrest of some young men who were illegally being trained on weapon handling in the escarpment 2 months ago. Correspondent Elias Tanko has more.
As the number of terrorist aggression continues to grow in Ghana's far north, the National Security Service is leaving no stone unturned in advancing all 4 components of the country's counter-terrorism strategy. The joint intelligence community, as part of the preparation to deal with the threat of radical groups emanating from the Sahel, has begun a military patrol in some part of the Nankpanduri camp, officially called the Gambaga East Forest Reserve, that covers nearly 100 kilometers from Passingped near Waliwali to Ghana-Togo border at Tusugu, all in the northeast region. On Tuesday, the 5th of December, the first security reconnaissance exercise was carried out around the Nankpanduri end of the camp by forces of the National Security Service using a military helicopter. The move, according to officials of the Regional Security Council, is in response to a recent surge in suspicious movement of groups and individuals towards the Garu Nankpanduri enclave. The district chief executive for Bunkurgu Nankpanduri, Joseph Lukman, confirmed that the camp had been targeted by criminal networks that have the intention to use the area as either an operational base or a potential training ground.
Yes, we got that information, and quickly I had to inform NIB and National Security Operatives, and a swoop was done. They even arrested some people and then took them to Accra, and they were screened. So what you are saying is really true, and that is why we are putting these measures.
The DC reminds the population that the scarp is one of the protected areas and remains the property of the government of Ghana, adding that the government is committed to protecting it against the activities of criminal elements.
And how they can report and their identity will not be known. So yesterday joint DASA meeting at Garo was mainly on how to protect the scarp against terrorists, against people using it for training and other things. Actually, those signs are there.
With its epic viewpoint and cool overhangs, the scarp, which rises over 300 meters high in some places, is one of the favorite yet undeveloped tourist destinations in the region. The town of Nankpanduri provides the best and most accessible views from atop the camp, and also the northernmost section of the Eastern Corridor Road, also known as the National Road 2, passes through this enclave to end at the border with Togo and Burkina Faso via the twin village of Sankanse. This area also forms part of an internationally recognized migratory corridor for the movement of elephant and transhuman herders from the sub-region. Its position as a commercial border crossroad makes it a transit point for trafficking of fuel, drugs, firearms, motorbikes, and prestige goods such as wax prints to and from Burkina Faso, Togo, and Benin. The Nankpanduri part of the scarp has long been a lawless area, particularly in the 2000s, when criminal gangs led by the notorious Johnson Combian took advantage of the state's weak presence, in particular of the security forces, to multiply the number of robberies, smuggling, theft, and looting on the road. The road had become dangerous, so much so that it was almost impossible to travel at night until a security operation led to the arrest of Combian and his gang. Very recently, in June of this year, the National Security Service issued an advisory informing the public about an alleged suspicious movement of armed turban-wearing men who were transiting on motorcycles towards Garu. Are these enough signs or intimations that violent extremist groups are attempting to settle and operate from the Nankpanduri camp? Only time will tell. Elias Tanko, JoyNews.